Hello, hello, hello. It's a beautiful autumn day here in Boise. So we didn't get any rain all summer until from June till beginning of October we got no rain, and we've been getting copious amounts of it lately, plus the lovely clouds. And it's so speaking of the current energetic climate of our emergence, where all of those things that happened to us in our past lives, so there are things that become relevant in our past lives that are simply up for healing, for cleansing, for review, and also for integrating the great wisdom and knowledge that those experiences shut down within us, or distorted connections, or otherwise plugged us into the matrix. So for me specifically, it's signs and portents throughout my journey about what my actual place in the divine order of things is, and where it is that my path is going forward, moving forward, as I become more and more functionally integrated and tangibly aware of my greater being. So how my human experience interfaces with all else that I am, all else that I encompass. So specifically, it's the themes of divine authority. So divine authority and those that our creator, our source, whatever, at this physical juncture that we call planet Earth, the ones that were chosen to be the kings, be the queens, be the pharaohs, be the whatever that title may be, those that have that divine calling to fulfill such a role. That's what I have been reconciling within myself, is the fact that I'm one of those that carries such, chosen to fulfill such roles. And so my foray here on Earth began physically during Atlantean times. So I came here just for a visit as part of a security. So think Secret Service for embodiments of the sacred feminine in this case, to come and see what was going on with Atlantis, because we sensed there was a disturbance in the force, and we came here to see if there's something we could do to restore balance and restore order. And in the process, we actually became entwined in the power struggle, so the coup d'etat, so to speak, that ultimately led to the demise of the Atlantean culture and the Atlantean continent. And so I was given the choice at that time to either move on to another assignment or stay here and help correct that imbalance there. And so obviously I chose to stay and correct this, and so it's these energies have helped me see where that divine authority, that divinely granted authority that enables me to take on lives as kings or queens or pharaohs or other leaders of countries, of cultures, whatever. And so for a time it was my people prospered, I prospered, yet there was always some event, and it was always a horrific death that removed me from those that were in my protection as their king, as their queen, whatever. And gradually this whittled away at the clarity of that connection with that divine authority, to the point where, this happened. I think I was a monarch in. Okay, it was a monarch in Ireland when the Khazarians came there and murdered all the royalty, all those that actually had the divinely granted authority to rule. Murdered all of them, and that was like the point where that connection became so distorted that I wasn't able to act from within that space. And it's only been truly like within the past week that I felt the reconnection spark and open up to those parts of myself, and all the memories, all the experiences that have gone along with acting in those roles are beginning to activate and open up within my DNA, as we're also experiencing multidimensionality as it is expressed within the matrix collapse and integrate into itself. So coming back to singularity, where we then are restored to a quantum state of living and the abilities and everything else that goes along with that. That is a very, very broad and a very broad subject. So suffice it to say, this is, amongst other things, enabling so many of us. So this is like, as I'm coming back into wholeness with myself and reconnecting with those parts of myself that literally are royalty, it's like I'm opening the pathways so that others who have that same divine mandate to rule, to be the king, to be the queen, whatever, can also remember who they are and reassert their authority where it has been usurped. So I'm here at a graveyard that's like a block away from my abode, and there's this beautiful duck pond, and I've got a little seed here, and there's some geese, and there's a swan around here too. Oh, there's the swan. Leroy's kind of taking a nap over there. Here you go. Oh, I love ducks so much. Oh! So, yeah, this has been like a really, really excellent time to just kind of lay low and accept things as they go, as they come, too. A really good time to get very intimately familiar with heretofore blocked off areas within ourselves through satanic ritual abuse, through the rituals that were performed that ultimately led to the distortion of my connection to my royalty, and all of that is becoming undone, and it's like bit by bit, bite by bite, the power that was usurped from us, from me, we, all of the above, is systematically being restored. And it's like, in these moments, it's like all of that which, could be considered a trigger to inauthentic behavior. So mind you, there are triggers to loving behaviors as well, and that is what is also being emphasized. So what is triggering you to act from a space of love? What is triggering you to act as your divine self in the human form, or however it is expressed through your specific energy field? And the suggestion is to focus more on that love and how you express yourself when you're just flowing with it. And the inauthentic behaviors that get triggered, things that repeatedly happen, are becoming more pronounced to simply, it's like a systems test, yes. Yeah, also it's like an opportunity if, you're consciously focusing on clearing those triggers, to notice when you go into an inauthentic space and simply do whatever it is that you can do in the spot in the moment to restore love to your behaviors and clear the triggers out of your quantum space, out of your DNA, and as a consequence, healing your ancestors, healing your own soul's journey, and connecting you with your future self, which already has done all of this and is working with us in the present moment to speed things along, because like quite literally we are learning to dance once again, and we have within the purity of our hearts, within the purity of our being, and so it's like, because so many have consciously and chosen and acted from a space of love, it's significantly sped up the process of clearing the matrix and clearing all of the damage that was done through various means that has resulted in the situation in this world that as we see it now. Yet it's clearing, it's healing, and it's doing so much quicker because we have chosen love, and that literally created the shortcut to negate the necessity for 7 generations that would have otherwise have taken to correct this. I leave you with more images of these beautiful birds. Come here, Leroy. I got some seed for you. Leroy is the swan over there, kind of poking her head up over there. They bring me so much joy. If these videos in some way has helped you out, or you feel so inspired to, please feel free to make a donation. There's a PayPal link in the description on YouTube and also on my Facebook. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon.